Here we are again. The unknown YouTuber. Listen, on a serious note, I want to talk about opioid pandemic. This has got to stop. We're killing our children. I know from personal experience. I had a friend of mine who had a son, 21 years young. It was tragic. In and out of rehab. I mean, it just tears me up inside to think how this kid passed. It started with prescription drugs. This kid had a really bad, almost tragic car accident. It sucked. When you take prescription drugs, you take them for pain. Extreme pain. They were prescribed for him. And then the doctors take it away. There's no psychological tests or anything of that sort that they give to these kids after this happens. So these kids have to turn to the streets. We can talk about these drug dealers on the streets. These kids turn to them for their pain, their demons. It's unbelievable what these drug dealers are doing. They're putting something called fentanyl in these drugs. Now listen, I'm not talking about heroin. I'm not talking about shooting up. I'm talking about prescription drugs you can get on the street. And they're lacing this stuff with fentanyl. It's unbelievable. You can't shake it. It gets a hold of you. It puts you in a bear hug, and your brain has to have it. Then you're hooked. It's like this. You chase it and chase it to stop the pain. Then the original pain's not even the issue anymore. Because what this fentanyl does, it basically will kill you. It opens up receptors in your brain, and they can't shut off. So you have to keep taking it. But it only takes that one time, and it can kill you. If you have any comments, hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't matter. Listen, I told you guys I was going to talk about things that people didn't want to talk about. I'm going to talk about issues. If you guys have any suggestions for me also on topics you'd like to hear, listen, I'll research them for you. If I don't know about it, I will research it. Just let me know. I will. I will research it, and we'll talk about it. Please give me some comments. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I want to keep doing this. But I'm on here, and everybody else is on here for the money. You know that. We got to get so many subscribers. We got to make that money. So hit that like button. Or don't. But at least view this. Drug dealers are putting this crap in these drugs that can kill you. I know some of you are like, I trust my dealer. Well, you're an idiot. Why would you trust somebody like that? Because you're sick in the brain. It's a mental issue, people. Addiction, it's a mental thing. I mean, this fentanyl crap is used for cancer patients. I mean, these people are going to die. You know, don't put this crap in your body. It's highly addictive. And it becomes an addiction. It can cause respiratory issues. You become dependent. Listen, we're all in some ways addicts. We are. There are so many things in this world to be addicted to. If I'm hitting that funny bone on anybody, please make some comments. So listen, this fentanyl is put in the other drugs. You guys know which ones. It can be put into anything. So it's possible to die from almost any drug. Marijuana, cocaine, Valium, uppers, downers, barbiturates, aspirin. Don't buy this crap off the streets. And listen, if it seems like you're getting addicted to something, get some help, guys. There are people that will help. Listen, this war on drugs, it's a joke. You know, since 1971, the U.S. has spent a ton of money. We're talking about $1 trillion here, people. That's a lot of money. And listen, all they do is incarcerate people, but it doesn't stop it. Most of these drug dealers are out in a few hours and right back at it. Listen, this is a social behavior thing. People are poor, so they sell drugs. They are uneducated, so they sell drugs. People are in mental anguish, so they buy drugs. To stop the pain, it's a vicious cycle. We have to start at the developing levels. Come on. You know that. It's in our children. We have to start there. Got to have them tested for mental issues. I know some parents are like, oh, my baby's fine. Yeah, they very well may be. But they may not be. Listen, I know everybody doesn't have money, education, or even the time for this. I mean, come on. But I make time. I educate my children when it comes to drugs. We can teach our children to be more responsible, financially smart. I know, I'm ranting. But here you go, a simple. We send our kids to school to learn what? Biology, science, literature. For what? Come on. We don't teach them financial responsibility. We don't teach them how to make money. I mean, come on, isn't that what everybody wants? Everybody wants to make money. Everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. Poor, rich, middle class. Of course, we know about the middle class. There's no middle class anymore. You're either poor or you're rich. Or what my grandfather used to say, wealthy. And believe me, there's some wealthy people on this planet. We got 17-year-olds that are millionaires. Yeah, that's right, millionaires. Listen, this system's rigged. Why in the hell would I want to send my child to school to listen to someone that is poor, not wealthy? You teach a child about money and they'll never be broke. You teach a child to steal, lie, and kill, and there becomes a problem. Listen, having children is easy. Teaching them right from wrong, parenting, that can be a problem for some. All right, now back to the real problem. Everyone wants the drug problem to be solved, but won't get off their butts to do anything about it, i.e. the politicians. You know, the lobbyists have a lot to do with this too, and the government. You know, they're letting it in. Listen, there's only a couple places on this planet that stuff comes from. And listen, a little south of us, that's where it comes from. And they don't want to build the wall. Politicians don't want it to be built because they're lining their pockets with drug money. Oh, I said it. They are. I'm not accusing anybody, but come on, people. We know. We live in this world. We know. They don't want the wall to be built because that's going to take money out of their pocket. And they use the excuse of, well, who's going to pay for it? You know, we're going to have to raise taxes. Well, you know, taxes is going to be another subject that I talk about. Okay? Listen, enough. I'll dive into this subject again later. Give me a thumbs up or down. I don't really give a crap. Subscribe at least, though, and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Peace.